What's up, friends? I'm walking down Platt Street, which is home to just some of the best restaurants, bars, shops. There's a barber shop, there's a poke shop, there's an ice cream store, superfood bar, just the best area. One of my favorite, most walkable areas in all of Denver. And that's because today's video is a virtual tour of Highland, Denver. Some people call it the Highlands. Technically, it's called Highland. I'm very excited to show you around. How's it going, y'all? My name is Jesse Lynch. I run the hardest working real estate team anywhere in the game. We are called Welcome to Denver, but this YouTube channel is all about helping you find a place to call home here in beautiful, beautiful Denver, Colorado. And that's whether you're moving here from out of state, buying a home, or just buying a house here for the first time. First-time home buyers, relocations, that is what we do better than anybody else, I promise. So if either of those things appeal to you, do us both a favor, subscribe to this channel, click the bell to get notified, give the video a thumbs up, say what's up in the comments. And if you're thinking about making a move here to beautiful Denver, Colorado, or just trying to buy a house here, do whatever you can to hit us up. Email us at info@welcometodenver.co. Check out our Instagram page at welcometodenver.co, or call or text the number on the screen. Whatever you do, you'll get a hold of us, and we look forward to helping you out very, very much. And we will crush it for you, promise. Right now, I'm just in a sliver of the Highland neighborhood that I think is really, really beautiful. Wanted to share it with you. So many of these great older homes that are very, very well taken care of. Beautiful yards, beautiful lawns, and all of the conveniences of Highland. I can't wait to show you around. All right, let's get into it. All right, y'all, right now we are at Confluence Park, which is basically right where the Cherry Creek joins up with the South Platte River, thus the name Confluence Park. Super cool spot. There's maybe the coolest REI building right over here. What's the deal? So cool. Starbucks. But then there's just this whole park with a bunch of seating, and these kids are literally tubing down this like rapid area over here. And what a cool thing.
It's random, but awesome.
Yeah,
like you're in the middle of the city, but you can go like rafting down, what do you call that? River? Rapids?
Yeah.
Rapids.
Yeah.
In downtown Denver.
I didn't even know. It looks like it's free. Didn't even know you could do it.
Yep.
And here these kids are just like ripping it up.
The Highlands neighborhood is very well loved because it overlooks all of the city. So whether you're in a townhome or apartment, you're gonna have great views. There's lots of high rises here. A lot of the townhomes have rooftop balconies, so just gorgeous, gorgeous views overlooking everything. And it's in a great location because you're close to the mountains, you're close towards Boulder, or as close as you can get while still living in Denver. But you're also very, very close to downtown. And that became super accessible when they built the Millennium Bridge and the Platte River Bridge.
Real quick panoramic. So a lot of people call Highland the Highlands. It's the same thing. So if you ever hear people talking about that, it's the same thing. But Highland is really known for a lot of its sort of social aspects. There's some of the best restaurants, great coffee shops. First time we ever met up was literally at a coffee shop in Highland. Super good spot.
Right next door to a brewery.
Right next door to a brewery. Parking wasn't a total nightmare. Kind of a pain in the butt. But that social aspect and that sort of cultural aspect is just a huge thing that Highland has going for it. If you were coming to Denver as a single person, I feel like Highland would be a good spot to land.
Oh yeah, look around. I mean, yeah, it's a great place to meet people. I think this area makes a lot of people feel at home. For me, I used to live in Portland, and this, with the whole river and the bridges, it very much reminds me of living in Portland. And I know you are from
Minneapolis. Yeah, this definitely reminds me a ton of like the downtown area, specifically the St. Anthony, Maine area of Minneapolis, which is without a doubt one of my favorite parts of Minneapolis.
So you have the mountains over there, but you have this downtown on the river, just cool area.
Again, Highland is right across the river, just northwest of the river. And the boundaries of Highland are, to the north is 38th, to the east, more or less, is the river, to the south is Spear, and to the west is Federal. Highland is about 25 to 40 minutes from the airport, depending on what time of day you go. And the population is somewhere around 16,000. So it's a pretty densely populated place. You're gonna get a lot of dense buildings, you know, condos, apartments, even like townhomes, multifamily. Not a ton of single family homes here.
Nope, that does not surprise me. Highland was ranked 5th out of 75 neighborhoods for young professionals. So lots of young professionals living here. So great place to live if you are single and moving here from out of state.
Totally. It really lends itself to a less tied down lifestyle. Like,
not a lot of clicks.
Yeah, not a lot of clicks. And like, if you are okay with like a 1-bedroom or a condo rather than you needing a yard and I don't know, all that sort of stability that like the suburbs brings, then for sure Highland is a pretty good spot for that.
So let's talk housing stats. Highland is going to be the most terrible as far as numbers go. The median for all of Denver is 650, and here in Highland we are just above that at 675, with the sale price being 683, so they're going for just above asking price. To get a single family home here, that's going to be anywhere from $425,000 up to $5.5 million. And to get a condo or a townhome here in Highland, that's going to start at $325,000 and go up to about $2.3 million.
Yeah, for sure. And so the interesting thing, you know, it's a very young professional friendly area, furnish.com, but the school system is going to suffer a little bit. It's just not going to be a priority, right? If primarily young professionals are moving in, buying condos, they probably don't care that much about the school system.
Yep.
So for real, the school systems are just going to be just so here.
They're average, not bad. They're just not like, you know, in Cherry Creek where they're all A pluses.
Yeah, it's coming in around a C+, right? So if schools are your priority, probably not coming here. Get a hold of us. We'll tell you where to go.
We are here by Little Man Ice Cream, very popular spot right across the street from a little park right in the middle of Highland. Great area. You have fancy restaurants right behind you. I don't know if you can see it, but they're which one? Rooftop restaurants. There's a couple options, and then we are walking downhill towards more apartments, going directly into the city.
Yeah, I actually just last night ate at L5. It's like a 5th story lookout with like an observation deck that you can eat out on. Really cool, really good food. I had like eggplant fries. They were like insane.
Sounds weird, but
it shouldn't be that
delicious.
good. They were ridiculous. We picked this spot specifically because it is a really good example of the first pro of our pros and cons, which is just that it is a vibrant, social, up-and-coming neighborhood with like an art scene, a craft, you know, restaurant scene, just a super cool, trendy, up-and-coming neighborhood. I don't even know if it's fair to call it up-and-coming, to be honest.
It's pretty
arrived.
Yeah.
It is
We've
arrived.
at the
Yeah.
So a huge pro to living in Highland is you are going to have some of the best views here. If you can see behind me or next to me, there are balconies on almost every single apartment building. They even have fake turf here because everyone here has a dog, which I love usually in city areas. It's not super dog friendly. They really care about the dogs here. The breweries year round, even in the winter, they'll have heaters. It's indoor, outdoor. Everybody wants to sit outside, enjoy coffee, enjoy their drink, enjoy a meal. So there's a huge focus on that. And again, I do think it's because almost every building here is going to have some sort of great view of either downtown or the mountains.
I think another pro is that there are a lot of sort of boutique shops. Like, it's not just restaurants and coffee shops or whatever. There's cool retail here. There's kind of one-of-a-kind, locally owned retail here in Highland. That's something I appreciate very much. And then my next pro, definitely that is super convenient. Super convenient to downtown. We're literally about a block away from a walking bridge that brings you to downtown.
And there's multiple of those
yeah,
all over
exactly.
the river.
There's several. And then you're also super close to the highway. So you can get to Boulder pretty easily. You can get really anywhere super easily from here. It's just a very convenient place.
So talking about those unique stores and boutiques and restaurants leads us to what may be a pro for some, but can also be a con. You know, if you're just moving here and you need to do a big grocery store run or head to Target to get a bunch of household items, you're not going to see a lot of those big giant chains here. You know, you will see Whole Foods and stuff, but again, this isn't really a grocery store central. You're not going to be, you know, down the street from a Safeway or a Costco, or just do those big errand runs. Again, they're usually smaller stores here. Pro for some, but it could be a con some weekends where you need to get a bunch of errands done.
Yeah, I mean, if you have like 5 kids,
Might be a con, yeah.
It might not be super fun,
yeah.
you know, to have to pack up your kids every time you do something like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would say the next con for me is that, and I don't even mind it. I live in downtown. I like kind of thing. I like the energy of it, but there's a bit of a hustle and bustle. There's a bit of noise. That's not for everybody, right? You have all these beautiful, beautiful balconies with these insane views, but it's not like quiet. You're certainly not on a mountaintop. It's not going to be super zen unless you have headphones in, but for sure, kind of the noise and the action of the city could be a con for some.
Another con could be the parking situation. That's going to come with all downtowns, but it still can be annoying. There is free parking here, harder to find. A lot of it's paid parking. A lot of it is street parking. Most townhomes and apartment are going to come with 1, maybe 2 parking spots, and sometimes even a garage, your own personal garage. However, in most cases, you can, for guests, you can plan on them, you know, driving around to find a spot, or a lot of people just say take an Uber. It's just going to be easier. If they live close, it's not worth it.
So while you have fantastic views, you really only get those by having giant hills. It's bike friendly, it's walk friendly, but it's also, you're biking up the hill. I saw a dude on a fat tire bike just earlier, like just struggling up this hill. And you know,
You are working the
I
quads.
feel that. This part specifically of Denver, Highland, reminds me of San Francisco a little bit. Not just because there's hills, but because there's a little bit of that vibe. It has that sort of independent, like, boutique, metropolitan vibe, and I'm a big fan.
Here in West Highland, just a few blocks away from the restaurants and the bars, but it's much quieter here. They're single family homes, as you can see, so just a little bit away from the hustle and bustle, you can get a nice residential family vibe here. This would be a great neighborhood to find if you wanted an up and coming area, or if you wanted to find something to put some work into and really watch it appreciate, because there's still some houses left here that need lots of work.
Yeah, I really like a lot of the character of these houses. As you're sort of in the more downtown feel section of Highland, yeah, there isn't really any of that up and coming feel. But here for sure there is. Their homes are begging to be renovated in a really, really cool way. And yeah, if that's,
I like what you said, character. They have a lot of character.
tons of character. A lot of these like classic Denver bungalows, brick bungalows. There's some of the Denver squares, but for the most part, it's just brick bungalow after brick bungalow. And I'm here for it, if I'm being totally honest.
If you watch this channel, you know that we do a for fans of section. That means if you like this neighborhood, we direct you to other neighborhoods that are kind of similar that you might like as well. So to start, Lodo is a great neighborhood, very comparable to Highland.
Specifically, I would say the downtown part.
Yes.
Right? If you're into the downtown part of Highland, Lodo, super, super, super great spot for that. Another spot that if you're into the downtown aspect, I would say would check out Rhino, River North, and also 5 Points, basically the same thing. Those have that sort of downtown hipster,
unique.
Yeah, kind of unique, one-of-a-kind vibe that you can find here in Highland.
If you are looking for this residential vibe, A great spot's going to be Cheeseman neighborhood. Cheeseman Park is 3.5 miles from here, so not too far. It's also close to downtown though, and it has lots of residential options. Again, houses with character, but also some houses just begging to be renovated. Also with houses that have been renovated and are beautiful. Another similar spot is Congress Park. A nice park area. They have those residential single family homes that still have that really, you know, you're just a few blocks away from the hustle and bustle.
And those two are about maybe both, as far as the single family thing goes, maybe a little more expensive.
Yep.
But nonetheless, a lot of this old character. I feel like the residential parts of Highland are like a decade away from being Cheeseman and Congress
You can
Park.
still get in.
Yeah. Get it while the getting's good. Two other spots worth considering would be Capitol Hill. Definitely has that sort of hipster artist vibe that you find close to the downtown area. And then Jefferson Park. That's mostly because of proximity, but it has some vibes kind of similar.
Thank you guys so much for watching. To sum up Highland neighborhood, I think our 3 favorite things are going to be the unique restaurants and just a ton of options to eat at. The potential here, it's hard to find neighborhoods in Denver that haven't already been, you know, they've torn down and rebuilt with condos and beautiful homes. There's so much potential here. And the indoor outdoor living here with the awesome views.
Absolutely. The views are chef's kiss. These houses are just this close to being absolute stunners. I don't know if you noticed, but we've walked several blocks, not a single scrape.
Yeah. I do love that. It's hard to find that here in Denver.
Yeah, for sure. Oops, my battery died and Jen had a showing she had to get to, so she's out of here. Anyways, if you're thinking about moving here to beautiful, beautiful Denver, Colorado, do whatever you can to get a hold of us. Go to our website, welcometodenver.co. Email us at info@welcometodenver.co. Call or text the number on the screen, or you can follow us on Instagram. Again, welcometodenver.co. Appreciate y'all watching this so much. Like always, as you exit the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get notified, give the video a thumbs up, say what's up in the comments. I don't know, ask me some questions in the comments. I appreciate all that interaction with y'all very much. I hope this video of Highland has been helpful. It is absolutely one of my favorite places in all of Denver. And even if this isn't the vibe that you want to live in, I think you're gonna find that you're gonna end up hanging out here either way. We did it. It's another long one. I appreciate y'all watching. Take it easy.